What's up, everybody? I hope you're doing good. It's a beautiful evening. I can't show you the picture outside, but it's really, really beautiful. But very cold. Very, very cold right now. Chilling. Thank you very much for being part of this. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. All of the people watching us from South Africa, we appreciate you. Thank you so much, Zimbabwe. Thank you, Angola, Nigeria, Ghana, Kenya. Thank you, Uganda. I see you. Thank you, Caribbeans. Thank you, Jamaica. Thank you, UK. Thank you so much for the people in the United States of America and all over the world. Malawi, Namibia, I can't name everybody. Sudan, oh my God. So yeah, thank you so much. We talked about something very important on the previous video. I appreciate you. I appreciate your comments. Thank you so much for the comments. Please keep them coming. If this is your first time with us, I encourage you to join us. Please subscribe so we can make our voice louder and bigger. Okay? So now, we spoke, I believe, this morning about France. Actually, we spoke about Niger or Niger. Niger, once more, we're going to show you the map. It's a beautiful country in Africa. Niger has been run by Mohamed Bazoum for a while as a president, but he was toppled by some section of the military. Some general and his men decided to topple the Niger president because they felt that the Niger president was working not for the people of Niger, but for the people of overseas, for the Western countries. So he was perpetuating colonization, in other words. Now, people of Niger, because they're not happy with the way the country was being run, they decided to stand up and fight and topple the president, putting in place a new government, a new temporary government that's composed with soldiers. And because that happened, the French people, or the president of France, came forward saying, you know what, if you dare touch anything of our interest in the country, we're going to react in the most drastic way. If you dare touch anything that belongs to the French, the embassy, the interest of the French, we, France, going to come to your country and we're going to react in the most craziest way. So in other words, he's saying he's going to send military, okay, to go and beat the hell out of Nigerians for touching anything that belongs to France. Okay, so now we have an interview that's very interesting. That's just to give you a context. Now, the people of Niger are very angry because of that way of speaking. Like, how can a president from another country say, if you dare touch anything that belongs to us in your country, we're going to show you. In 2023, doesn't exist. Now we're going to listen to one of the French politicians. He's a mayor speaking on the radio. He was invited. Let's listen to what he says. I'm going to try and make some stop and pause because I know you don't understand French. I'm going to make comments and subtitles maybe going to help us understand. Let's go.
Ce week-end du côté de la Vienne, on va revenir sur l'ensemble de ces sujets, mais d'abord la situation au Niger après le coup d'État qui a secoué le pays mercredi dernier. Des manifestations ont éclaté hier devant l'ambassade française à Niamey. La France affirme qu'elle répliquera de manière, je cite, immédiate et intraitable en cas d'attaque contre ses ressortissants. Ça vous inquiète tout particulièrement ce qui arrive en ce moment au Niger?
Listen to this guy now.
Ce qui m'inquiète, c'est que la situation au Niger est en fait quelque part l'aboutissement de notre retrait progressif du Sahel. La France en est chassée État après État au profit d'ailleurs.
Le Mali, le Burkina Faso déjà.
C'est ça, un coup d'État militaire, immédiatement les ressorts anti-français sont présents. Je voudrais quand même être clair, il y a effectivement des populations dans la capitale qui s'en sont pris au symbole de la France. Ça ne veut pas dire que la population totale du Niger est anti-française.
Okay, so he's saying, we're seeing what's happening currently. So the French people are being kicked out and out and out in every area of Africa where they stand. In Mali, they were kicked out. In Burkina Faso, they were kicked out because they don't want them anymore. They initially came to these countries to fight terrorism, but up until now, terrorism is not ending. So the people of those countries say, you know what, you're not doing anything, please leave. Now, Niger was a stronghold, one of the only places where they remained. Now the president of Niger has been toppled. So he says, we can notice Africans starting to kick us out in everywhere we are, and that is very dangerous. Let's watch.
Il faut se méfier des manipulations payées par la Russie, qui sait très bien aussi financer quelques émeutiers pour que ces drapeaux soient brandis et que le monde entier croit qu'elle a récupéré finalement la mise en Afrique.
So he's saying, you must be careful of Russians because Russians may have paid these guys to come and, walk in the street, scream and shout against France while circulating with Russian flags. They are trying to give the impression that Russians have won the ground in Africa. But that's not the reality because most of these people are being paid by Russia to run in the streets with the flags of Russia. That's what he's saying.
Donc, en tout
Vous
cas,
dénoncez très précisément l'implication de la Russie d'une manière ou d'une autre ici.
Je ne suis pas le seul à le faire. Enfin, je pense qu'il est évident que les ressources minières du continent africain et le positionnement
En uranium
stratégique
ici notamment.
en l'occurrence en uranium sur le Niger, intéressent fortement Moscou et que Moscou fait tout pour nous déstabiliser.
So Moscow, according to the gentleman, is trying to destabilize the French interest in Africa because they're looking for minerals. They're looking for minerals underground.
Donc on verra quelle est la position de la junte qui vient de prendre le pouvoir et renverser le président vis-à-vis de Moscou. Je serais surpris qu'elle y soit hostile.
So basically what he's saying here, the reason why people are showing anti-French sentiment is not because the people of Africa do not want French people in Africa anymore, French soldiers, but it's because Moscow is paying these people to come in the street and fight France and ask them to leave. So it's not because Africans want them to leave. It's actually Moscow that's paying Africans to walk down the street and burn things out.
Et en tout cas, la France, et pour le coup, je suis peu suspect de soutien à M. Macron, mais je trouve que sa réaction a été proportionnée. Nous ne pouvons pas quitter le Niger, et je suis donc, pour le coup, dans les 19% des sondés qui pensent que la France doit rester présente.
Listen to that.
Militairement, non seulement au Niger, mais ailleurs en Afrique. Notre retrait nous coûterait très cher à terme. Nous avons besoin de rester très présents sur le continent africain.
D'autant que c'est la base principale aujourd'hui au Niger de la lutte contre le terrorisme.
Mais c'est la seule qu'il nous reste
aussi,
après avoir été chassé d'autres pays. Donc il y a un intérêt stratégique évident pour la France à rester présente. Donc on verra, la situation est évidemment très confuse pour le moment.
So France should not leave Africa. They have to remain for the longest period of time possible. He's saying it. France cannot leave because we've been kicked out everywhere else. We cannot leave. We have to stay here. Even if it's by force, we must stay at the longest period possible.
Pour le moment, mais notre intérêt premier, c'est de rester sur place le plus longtemps possible. Évidemment, de protéger nos ressortissants. Ils sont 5 à 600.
Pour l'instant, pas de rappel des ressortissants.
Non, mais écoutez, la situation est un peu ambiguë parce que le président qui a été renversé.
So they must remain to protect their people. There are about 500 or 600 French people in Niger, but that's not really the only reason why they must remain.
Peut quand même continuer à communiquer avec ses homologues. Oui. Donc on voit bien que la junte n'a pas coupé tous les ponts et qu'elle garde plusieurs fers au feu. En tout cas, nous devons absolument rester ici parce que sinon, c'est la dégringolade complète et nous le paierions cher dans l'avenir.
So basically saying we cannot leave Africa. We have to stay. They've chased us everywhere else. In Mali, they don't want us. In Burkina Faso, they don't want us. In Guinea and many other places, they don't want us. Now, Niger is a place where we had support from the former president, Mohamed Bazoum. Mohamed Bazoum worked really, really well with them. Now, they're trying very hard to get him back in power because obviously the interests of France and other Western countries are dependent on whether the new group of people will be acceptant of France or not. So this man says his fear is he knows that once these people take power for real, they will welcome Russia and Russia will benefit from the good things that Niger has to open. So fellas, are we really free? Is colonization over? Okay, are the people of Africa free? Do Nigerian or Nigerian people free to choose who they want to work with? Can we say that we are free today? Now the good thing is some African countries have come forward and said if you dare come to Africa, you dare come to Niger and topple anything else, it's a declaration of war against Mali and Burkina Faso. And also we heard that Algeria say the same. Algeria also say if you dare do anything, it's a declaration of war. And this is very good to hear because when they attacked Gaddafi, nobody reacted. No African nation came forward trying to defend Gaddafi. But at this time around, I think many Africans have learned their lesson. You cannot stay quiet when your neighbor or your brother is being attacked by foreign nation. Now, you let me know how you feel about this. Africans coming together, Mali, Burkina Faso, Algeria, and other countries standing together against ECOWAS and against the French. Nothing against the French people. We like them, okay? But I think everybody must respect other people's countries. Also, I believe people from Niger should respect French people in the country. They should not touch any French personnel. They should not do any harm to no French person. They should not burn the embassy of French because that just doesn't make any sense. They need to respect international laws, but within the frame of respect, everybody must respect each other so we can have a world in peace. Let me know how you feel about this, fellas. How do you feel about it? They say they're not going to leave. They have to stay. There's no way they can leave because it's going to be catastrophic for them. I want to read from you. I know you are very intelligent. Let's help each other understand and move forward. God bless.